So good evening students. Today we will be discussing about the force between two parallel currents. That means uh, two current carrying conductors will be there, and in them current will be flowing, and we will find out what will be the force between these two conductors. So let us consider two conductors. They are parallel to each other, and in both the conductors the current is flowing in the same direction. Let in this conductor IA be the current which is flowing, and in this conductor IB be the current which is flowing, and the current is flowing in the same direction. So now we have to find out. We know that whenever there is a current carrying conductor produces magnetic field around it. So here, what will be the magnetic field produced by the current element IA? In that one, this this conductor, better I name it conductor 1, conductor A, conductor B. So in the magnetic field of conductor A, conductor B will be present, and in the magnetic field of conductor B, the current element A will be present. So let us first calculate with 1. That suppose here in this conductor IA is the current flowing, and it will produce a magnetic field around it. Let the distance between the two conductors is our D. So considering the center of this magnetic field here, we can construct a circular loop. Right. So this is the magnetic field which is produced by the current element IA, and here we need to find out what will be the magnetic field. We know that the magnetic field produced by a current carrying element we have derived from our by using our Ampere circuital law, that B, let it name it BA. BA will be equal to mu naught I A by 2 pi D. So mu naught IA by 2 pi D is the magnetic field which will be produced at this point due to the current carrying element IA, and here the magnetic here at this point in the magnetic field of BA the current element IB is present, and at this point the direction of the magnetic field will be tangent to this point, so it will be directed in this direction. This will be our direction of BA at this point. And here you just consider a, let us say, length element of length L you consider. So now in this magnetic field, now the current carrying element IB is present. So when this IB will be present here, this magnetic field BA will exert a force on this IB, and which is given by, we know that force acting on a current carrying element is given by F equal to I whole into L cross B. So in this case, here the force acting on the conductor B, F, I will write it F B A. Force acting on B due to A will be equal to our I L cross B, and that is our BA, or that will be equal to ILB sine theta. And you can see that here the angle between this length element L and B is 90 degree. They are perpendicular to each other. So you will get that FBA will be equal to our ILB in magnitude. So this will be the force acting on the current carrying element IB due to the field of current carrying element IA. So by putting here the magnetic field is our BA. So by putting the value of BA here, you will get our FBA will be equal to IL mu naught. Sorry, here I mean this is IB. The current flowing in this conductor is our IB. So this is IB. IBL mu naught IA by 2 pi d. Or if you rearrange it, you will get FBA is equal to mu naught IA IB L divided by 2 pi d. So this will be the expression for the force acting on this conductor due to the current element IA. And what about the direction of this one? Now you can see that the direction of the force will be perpendicular to this L and B, because here it is L cross B is there, means the direction will be perpendicular. That means it will be directed in this direction. The direction of this is the direction of FBA. Similarly, now this is the expression for force acting on this conductor which is carrying current IB due to the magnetic field of IA. Now again, if I say that, I can also draw the diagram like this. Here IA is present and here IB is going. Due to the current element of IB, here also one magnetic field will be produced in which the current carrying element IA will be present. So in this case also, you will see that the force acting on this IA will be also equal to, it will come FAB will be also equal to mu naught IA IB L by 2 pi d. Same expression we will get. So there is no need to derive it again. You can directly write that FAB will be equal to our mu naught IA IB L by 2 pi d, and in this case this will be the direction of the magnetic field. This is the length L, and here the means the direction of the force will be in this direction FAB, and you can see that the FBA and FAB, they are equal in magnitude but the direction is opposite. That means I can say that our FAB is equal to minus FBA. Both will be having same expression of the force. Magnitude will be same. Direction will be opposite. Hence, in this case, the current are flowing in the same direction. The nature of the force will be attractive. Here, the nature of the force is attractive. Similarly, if the currents will be anti-parallel, if one will be going in the upward direction and one will be going in the downward direction, the magnitude of the force that will remain same, but here the force will be repulsive. The direction of the force will be repulsive. So you have to remember that when the currents will be parallel or they are moving in the same direction, the force will be attractive in nature, and when the current will be opposite direction, they will be repulsive in nature. And you have to also remember the expression for the force. F will be equal to mu naught IA IB L by 2 pi d.